Dear master students, this is Chris. I hope you're having a good day on your own, whatever you're doing and wherever you are. I was talking to you about having short sessions with you guys. And after trying to get you together, I got a lot of emails saying, oh, I'm not free on that day, I'm not free on that day. So that was a bit difficult already. But with the third wave of coronavirus coming our way in winter, I've been advised that it would be best not to get you all together. So what I'm thinking of doing is to do a short video on a few key points I think that are important, and I hope you'll be able to use those. So the first thing I was planning to do is not directly related to your project. It's related to you as a master student. And what it means is that it's not like you are undergrad anymore and you need to follow the leads 100% of your teacher. As I'm saying, it's just a lead in the sense that now you have to be free to make your own decision and decide where you want to bring your research to. And that's a big change that most people, I think, don't talk to you about. Most teachers are very happy to see you following their rules and what they've been doing so far. But it's the first time actually that you can shine. You can decide what you want to do and where you want to bring the research. Of course, if you make a fool of yourself, that's all your own fault. And you need to be able to drive and build those new way of thinking. And it's something that unfortunately is not taught in Japan much. For instance, if you go to the States or other places in the world, there is something which is called critical thinking. So you are taught how to look at an object and think about it on your own, and being able to not make a critic, not criticizing it, but look at it and look at it for what it is and not what you are told it is. And this is something you don't learn in Japan. And when you look at the research project that you most of the time you are engaged with, they are very similar to the one that have been happening in the past, and you just contribute one more data set to an existing set of data. I could even go further in saying that even when you look at the Nobel Prizes in physics and other disciplines that Japanese get, and it's very high quality, very high level research, and that's why they get the Nobel Prize. It's amazing what is being done by those people. But at the same time, you don't see new ideas. You can see extension of existing ideas, polishing of different elements. When you think about blue LED light or the development of the batteries, lithium batteries that have brought those Nobel Prizes to Japan, they are undeniably life changers for all of us, and there is no diminishing of those discoveries. But the nature of them, it's not a new idea, it's nothing new, it's an improvement of something already existing. And this is very typical of science in Japan. And one of the reasons for that is because science as we know it, and science in Japan emerges in the 19th century, which is not a long history. When you look back at Europe, for instance, and the spread of science, the roots are something between the 4th, the 5th, the 6th century. So thousands of years of reflection on where to bring the science. When science comes in Japan in the 19th century, it's for technological purpose, it's for engineering purposes. And the balance between engineering and science that you see, for instance, in Europe, where engineering is very much seen as a lower end in some ways, not lower end, but at the service of science as well, but not science at the service of engineering. In Japan, it's the reverse. doing engineering is seen as something which is um, almost a bit higher in a hierarchy than sciences. And from that tradition, um, the way science is being done is very much in following in the engineering way, and the application of equations, the learning of some high-level mathematics and using it, how to apply it to some problems, rather than looking at the problem themselves first. It's not the case all the way, all the time, but um, I would say that most of the research in science is done as almost it would be engineering. And one of the reasons for that is because um, of the way science has entered in Japan. And you are being taught this way all the way up. So that's one first point, which is important for you to realize. There is much more maybe to what you have been taught or told about science. I will take a break maybe not. Yeah, maybe I'll take a break first.